Hello, welcome back. Today we are on episode 6 of the From Blender to FiveM series. Today we're going to be starting on the actual creation of the MLO. I'm so excited to jump in. I know so many of you have been waiting for this day to come. We've covered the basics. If you're new here and you don't know the basics of Blender, be sure to go check out my previous videos so that you can stay up to date, be up to speed, and so that you are not left behind. Also, if you're new here, don't be shy. Go on and subscribe, like the video if you are enjoying the series. I also want to let you know before we get started is that I offer one-on-one sessions for those who are looking to move along maybe a little quicker or just get some extra one-on-one help with making an MLO. As a result of taking private one-on-one sessions with me, you will flow through Blender with ease to create whatever you want. I'm interested in helping those who want to make amazing MLOs and drawables without struggling and getting frustrated along the way. So who do you know is ready to create MLOs and drawables the easy way? And we are gonna dive in. Let's go. All right, now that we are in CodeWalker, we will use CodeWalker to go to the location for the Hacker Lounge, and we're gonna go grab the file so that we can import it into Blender. The way you move around in CodeWalker, if you don't know how yet, well, before we actually talk about moving, what I want you to do is come up here to the right hand corner of the screen, and you're going to click on these arrows. And what you need to do is make sure you have your DLC enabled, as well as your mods, if you have mods that you are using. Mods isn't necessary if you're not using certain mods that you may or may not have, but you want to make sure the DLC is enabled. And once you do that, you can come over here to, back to the top hand corner, click on options, and go down here to where it says save settings. And that way, whenever you load into CodeWalker, this will already be enabled. Your DLC will already be enabled. That enabling the DLC just ensures that all the updates that come with GTA 5, you have them, and that way your files won't be outdated. So the way that you move around in CodeWalker is that you have to left click to pan around. This is different from Blender. You have to click down on the middle mouse button to pan around. Not in here. In CodeWalker, you click down, you left click, and then you can look around. And then you just use WASD at the same time to move within the space. All right. So let us go to the location. I waited for you. Also, you can press shift while you are moving. It'll move you faster. This is our land. This is what we about to get. You can just move around to get the height that you need. All right, so once we get here, if you press down on the key, the T key. If you press T, it'll bring up this toolbar up here at the top left corner of your screen. You can also press it again to get rid of it, or you can come down here to the bottom right and click show toolbar, and it'll bring it. Okay, what we want to be in order to grab this file, because we want to be able to export this little hut, and we are also going to want this, but we're not going to worry about this just yet. I don't know if they are linked together, but let's see. What you're going to do is come to the left hand corner of in the toolbar and click the mouse cursor icon, which will allow you to select the different assets. and you'll eventually we're gonna move them. So you're gonna come over here to the, with this already selected, you're gonna come to the move tool and select it. Now if this isn't selected and you click this right first, if you click the move tool first and then you go click the mouse cursor, it's gonna deselect the move tool. So make sure you select the mouse cursor first and then you select the move tool. So I have something selected, I don't know if it is, but what we're basically gonna do is just move stuff until we find what we want, and boom, they are connected too. That was easy. That's why I wanted to choose it, because it allows it's just easy to work with. This location is so easy to work with, I think. So this is what we want. We have it selected. This is the only thing that we're gonna be taking with us right now. So with this selected, you're gonna come over here to this right hand panel and you're gonna click on the selection tab. With this selected, because this is selected right here, it tells us the name of this asset. It's called CS6_05_ farm_shed. What you're going to do is copy this, highlight it, and then Control-C to copy, or right click and copy, whichever one, you know. Control-C, you know, works good for me. And then once you have it copied, you're gonna come up here to where it says tools, click on it, and then go to RPF Explorer and click on it. And it's gonna bring up a new window. Okay, so with this window, once it's finished loading, you should be fine. Come here to the search box, and I want you to paste in the name of the asset that you copy and press enter. Okay, I told y'all it was easy to work with. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because sometimes you'll get an asset and it'll be like duplicates here in this window. This one is only giving us one, so we ain't got to worry about trying to make sure we pick the right one. Okay, so here is this right here is the model that we want. This right here, these are, let's just click on it. It's just textures. Just textures that are used in the surrounding, you know, that make up this whole, look at this whole area. That's not what we want. We're not looking for that. What we want is this right here. It is the name of our asset, our model. It has .ydr at the end of it. So you're gonna right click on it. Actually, before you right click it, just double click on it. If you double click on it, it'll bring it up so you can view it and make sure this is what you want. This is the correct object. And this looks like it to me. So we're gonna go with this. You can exit out of it. Now what you're gonna do is right click, and then you're going to go down to export XML and click. Okay. Then you're going to find the folder or create a folder. I have a folder that I created myself. I created it somewhere. Okay, here we go. Hacker, this is just what I called it. I created a folder. I called it Hacker Lounge. You can call it whatever you want. Within this folder, I created another folder called XML files, just so we can have everything organized. Because when you start, because we're going to be exporting a few files and importing and exporting from Blender. So it's best if you can organize it from the beginning so that you don't have to, you know, try to figure out which file is which and get overwhelmed and confused. Because we ain't trying to do that. We're not trying to be overwhelmed. We're not trying to be confused. But you can name it whatever you want to name it. Okay? And you can put it wherever you want to put it. There's no set place that you have to put it. All right? So that's where I am saving it. And if I pull up the file, boom, here it is. This is the YDR XML. This is the file that we will bring into Blender. And this, I'm assuming, has textures. Yes. Let's see. Go back to the RPF Explorer window. And you're going to double click on it again just to bring it up. And once you have this window open, you are going to bring out this menu right here in the left hand corner, top left hand corner, by clicking on the arrows to bring it out. And then you're going to go over to materials. And once you've done that, you go to save all textures. You can save it here in this folder where the other textures are. That's what I'm gonna do this time. Sometimes I'll create a new folder and call it textures or materials, but just to keep down on extra, stuff, keep it organized as possible, we're just gonna put it in that folder that was already created for you. It says 31 textures successfully exported, and you're just gonna click OK, and then you're gonna click X, and you're gonna exit out all of this because that's all we're doing right now. Okay, and you can even exit out a code walker. I'm trying to simplify this as much as possible for you all. Now we're gonna open up Blender. We're gonna get a new scene. We're gonna go in Blender and delete our lights, delete everything that's in your scene, like we did in like the first episode or so. You're just gonna box select, left click and drag to box select everything in the scene, press X and delete. Hopefully by this step in the tutorial, the series, you have already installed the Solemns plugin to your Blender. If you have not, check the description box below for the direct link to the Solemns Discord, and it'll show you how to install it and all of that if you haven't done it yet. But if you have, hopefully, let's keep moving forward. We're going to import the building into Blender now. So you go to File, then Import. If you have Solemns installed, you will see down here at the bottom of this list, it'll say Code Walker XML. This is what we want to select. Then once this window comes up, go to where you saved your file and click on the XML YDR, and that's what we are going to import. And you see, this is it. And remember, in Blender you have to move around with middle mouse button, pan around with middle mouse button. Typically, yeah. Before I talk about that, let's go over to the material viewport so we can see all the textures look like they are here. Not that it does matter, because eventually, I did say we would retexture some of this, if not all of this. If you don't see textures after clicking the material viewport, if you press V, hold down V, the letter V as in vine, excuse me, this radio menu will pop up. It's called the Solemns Pie menu. If you go up, and you can do a lot of things here. I don't typically use this menu, but it is here. I only use this menu to find missing textures. Not to say that you can't. I just don't. In my workflow, I don't use it other than to find missing textures. But once you press V, go up to find missing textures. It'll bring up this window. Again, you'll go to your file, and then you'll go to where the textures are that you saved. Okay, and then press find missing textures, and it should bring up all of the textures once you've done that. Okay, let's save this now. We're gonna call it, we're gonna save it in the same area. Hacker Lounge. I'll create a folder and just call it Blender file. Just so I'll know. I don't, just not to have it just sitting outside of the folder. Organization will help you a whole lot, help us all a whole lot. And we're gonna rename it to same thing, hacker underscore lounge, and then click save. And there we have it saved. Okay, now that we've done that, we're gonna start, we're gonna do a few things. What we're gonna do is open up the building. That's what we're gonna do. Keep it simple. Not overwhelm anyone. So if you would click on the building, it'll select it. If you left click on the building, doesn't matter whichever one, because these are together, they are joined together. And then go over here to the top left hand corner and select edit mode. You can also just press tab and it'll take you back and forth between edit mode and object mode. We want to be in edit mode right now though. And then come up here next to edit mode and click on face select, because we're about to select faces and delete the door and the window on the back. All right. So if you get closer, you can see we're going to select everything that makes up the door. Just the door. We'll leave the little step X and press X, or you can right click. Yeah, press X and then go down to delete faces and the door is open. Simple as that. It's there. Boom. Now we're going to pan around to the back and we are going to delete this whole window. Include everything that you see, we're deleting. So you can drag and drop. Drag to select. Make sure you don't select anything that you don't want to delete. Yes, we are deleting the frame, everything. Just hold shift to select multiple faces at once. If you didn't get everything when you drag, if you didn't get everything when you used box selected. So X and delete. And you see there are a couple things still here that we want to get rid of. You can just hold down shift and to select multiple faces. And then X, delete faces, and we've got two more here. And then two more here. X, delete faces. I believe that's it. That's all of them. Boom. And then make sure you're saving as we go. Okay, that's all we're going to do for now. We are going to export this back out. Is there anything else we want to add or change? I don't think there's anything else that I want to do. So with that being said, make sure you save it. Control S will save it without you having to go up here and click save. You can just do Control S if you didn't know that already. You're going to come over here to this outliner, right click, and then go down to select hierarchy. Press N to bring out this menu side toolbar. Go down to Solemns tool. You should see this if you have Solemns installed. Then go down to general. Click on general and then go to export CodeWalker XML. Make sure you have this selected. Select hierarchy, right click, select hierarchy, and then export CodeWalker XML. We are going to export it. Let's go back. We're gonna create a new folder because why not? We're gonna call it Blender Export. Yeah, organization is key. Boom. Export CodeWalker XML. Once you have selected your folder where you want to export it, you're going to export. Now we got a few more things to do. We're done with Blender for now, but we have to create the folder for your stream folder for your server, because we're about to test it out in the server so you guys can see. So let's just do that. Before we create the stream folder, let's just minimize Blender. We're gonna open CodeWalker back up. We're gonna open CodeWalker. I'm trying to figure out. We're just gonna open up the CodeWalker RPF Explorer. I created a converter RPF. Like, you can do that with ease. Because you do have to convert the file back to just a regular YDR file, because XML files will not just work in your stream folder. But what you can do if you want to make if you don't have a converted RPF, make sure you are in edit mode. You can go to file. Wait, hold on. You can just right click, I believe. Right click, and then you can go to new, and then you can click on RPF archive, and then you name it, and then that's what this is. All right. I still have stuff that I've been working on. Then you're gonna go to, let's see if we can put all of this on the screen. You want to go to, let's just open up another one so I have CodeWalker stand there. Where you saved the Blender export, this one. Remember, we created a folder called Blender exports, and then you want to basically drag it back into CodeWalker. This will convert it back to a YDR, and it will no longer be an XML file. Here it is right here. If you double click on it, it will bring it up, and you will see that the door is no longer there, and neither is the window. This is not perfect. Like, this isn't it. This is not the MLO, y'all. This is just the first. This is the next step in the process. All right. So that we've done that. Now that we've done that, we want to create a stream folder. So within this right here, Hacker Lounge, just create a stream folder. I feel like I want to make it separate. But I don't want to create, obviously I don't want to create two of the same folders. Let me just rename this one creation. That's just a name, so I can create a new folder called Hacker Lounge, because this is what it's going to be called in the server, in the as a resource. When I started Hacker Lounge, that's all. So this is the creation folder, and this is the where we're gonna have our stream folder. Okay, so now that we have our stream folder created, what we are going to do is drag this YDR file into drag this YDR file into our stream folder. All right, now that we have the file in our stream folder, basically what we need to create next is the fx manifest.lu. I have one that I already have created, but in order to create this, all you have to do is click on new, and it'll be a new text document, and you would just name it fx manifest.lua, and make sure you save the file extension as lua. Okay, this is and it'll make sure you save the file extension. Make sure you save the file extension as Lua. All right, I'm not going to create this because I already have it created. I will have this file in Discord, so if you don't feel like typing it, you can just come to Discord and get it. But this is what you would put in the file. You would type, this is Visual Studio Code. You can use Notepad, but I would strongly advise you to just download Visual Studio Code to do this, or you can just join the Discord to get this file. But it's called fx underscore version space single quote cerulean single quote, games space curly brackets single quote GTA 5 single quote space curly bracket. This underscore is underscore a underscore map. So there's an underscore in between every single one of these. Space single quote yes single quote. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Again, if you don't want to type this yourself, you can get the file from Discord. It'll be in the resources section of the student portion of the Discord. That way you can look at the file yourself and see it. Okay, so boom, that's everything that you need. From here on out, as we continue to add more things, that we will be adding more things to the stream folder. It won't just be the exterior shed of what we're creating. We will be adding more things to this folder, but this is basic. This is it. This is the layout of when you're creating. Okay, this does not need to be in the stream folder. Now that I think about it, take this FX manifest and get it outside of the stream folder. It should be stream and then FX manifest. What was I saying? But this is the basic layout. So you have the name of your resource, which is your MLO. You name it. And then you click on it. You have a stream folder and you have an FX manifest file. Okay. There will be more things that we put in this stream folder, but this is it for now. What we are going to do next is, hopefully you have a server. If you don't have a server, get one. You can just pause the video and come back. But we are going to put this into our server. Put this into our resource folder for our server. Hopefully, if you are making an MLO, then you know how to do that. Okay, so do that. Make sure you have it insured. Start the resource, and then we're going to together walk or fly over to the building that we just removed the door and the window, and I'm going to talk and discuss a few things with you concerning what we're going to do next for this series. Okay, all right, so let me go on and add this to my server. I have a resource called crim_MLO. That's where I'm going to put it, because this ain't no non-crim resource. And I have to ensure it, make sure it starts up with the server. So let me do that. Let me pull this up so I can insure it for you, so you can see. I'm trying to walk through it kinda, but not really, because I'm not really teaching how to install MLOs. I'm not really teaching how to install MLOs, but I did want to walk through it with you, and then I'm going to save it. All right, let's restart our server. All right, so we are in the server. I put my hard hat on because we got to go test it out and see if it is here. And look at her, it's there. Wait, stop playing. Let's just walk around first before we get into the details that you're like, well, why is it, because you probably have questions. The window is gone. You come around to the front. We actually cannot walk inside just yet because we did not remove the collisions, but I wanted you guys to see how how easy that was to do. Obviously, you can TP inside, float inside, and we are here. So the next video, the next series episode, we will remove the collisions, and we might go on and remove the occlusions too. There's something, if there's something blocking me from moving. We might do both of them. I think we'll have time to do both. It should be simple. Hopefully. I think we can do both. But let me just fly back out the side of the building. But as you see, everything is as we left it in Blender. The door is gone, the window is gone. We didn't do anything to this, but you know, it's happening. What I want to say, patience, you guys. Just continue to be patient. We are making it through. Let's make sure y'all can see me up close. We are making it through. We'll be done with this before you know it. It is my goal to show you guys how to do this, and make it the most understandable for you, and so that you can grasp every detail of this MLO making process. So I will be, this is already a 30-minute video. So I don't want to make the videos an hour long. So my goal is to make every episode under an hour so that you can digest what we are doing. And when you can digest it, you can understand it, and you can repeat it and continue to do it and continue to grow, and so on and so forth. So next video we will remove the collisions, and if we have time we'll remove the occlusions. Okay, that way you won't face any weird glitching issues when you create your MLO. I want to thank you for joining. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video if this has been helpful for you. I do offer one-on-one sessions for anyone who is interested. Within those one-on-one sessions, I walk you through making an MLO from start to finish. So if that's something that interests you, join the Discord. And open a ticket to inquire. Y'all, we have hit 500 subscribers on the channel. And as a matter of fact, last time I checked, we were over 500 subscribers on the channel. And I told y'all that once we hit 500, I will be doing a giveaway for Flawless Salon. I think I'm gonna add in the mansion that I'm currently finishing up. So join the Discord if you would like to participate in the giveaway. My next video that I upload will be a mansion tour. It's not a mansion that I created, but you guys know that I do tours on this channel. So the next video that is uploaded will be probably on Wednesday, will be a mansion tour. Yeah, and in that video I'll be talking more about the giveaway. All right, thank you guys for joining me. I hope this was helpful. I will see y'all next time. Bye.